Hello friends, well we're here at our Farm and Distribution Center in Panama today, ramping up for another big day, and excuse the sounds in the background, it's the farm at work and the dehydration center moving and all of that. Well, hey, I've got a really important message. Many of you know that the food supply chain around the world is empty, not much coming down the pipe. Most people don't know, nor do they want to know, but I am talking right now to you as a leader. And I want to share with you God's miraculous heart and how God gets things into the supply line and gets widows and orphans in particular fed. Those that are in need and just don't have a voice. You know, there are those in our society, they don't have the ability to get a job. They don't have the ability to, they don't have an extra 48 hours a day. There's a mama taking care of a bunch of orphans or children, and she can't go work because she's taking care of kids, or whatever the story may be. There are so many that are in distress and need help, and more are piling up daily. We just see the stories all the time of beautiful cities becoming camps for the homeless and people camping out on sidewalks and in parks. And you know, there's just trouble happening in the food supply chain. And so here's what I want to mention to you, especially, well, no matter where you're at. If you happen to live in Panama or in a zone where there is a lot of homelessness around or a lot of hunger around, you don't have to look very far. I don't care where you live in the world, you don't have to look far to find hungry people. What we're doing in Panama right now, and I highly encourage you right now, because in Panama, without going into great detail, there is a huge battle over rice. And rice is very potentially coming to an end September 1st. The audit has been done by the government. Every grain of rice has been audited, and there is no more rice available in Panama as of September 1st. And as of this recording, I mean, we've got 2.5, 3 weeks left. And then there's no rice available. Now, without going into great detail, there's two kinds of rice. There's premium rice and then the offshoot rice, which is cheaper. There is some premium rice available right now, but you can't find the cheaper rice, which everyone needs and wants here. That's the economic rice that the poor community needs in Panama. It's not available. You can't find it anywhere. As a matter of fact, even the premium rice, like here's a bag. They're adding a little bit to this. This is Arroz Premium. This is available right now, but limit 2 per client. You can only get 2 of these bags, no more. Why? Because we're already in a rice shortage, and we're 3 weeks away from the rice being gone. So what I want to encourage you to do, if you're listening to this video in English, you are probably some of the most wealthy people on planet Earth. If you have an internet connection, a nice cell phone, if you have a car or a motorcycle, if you have a home you're living in, you are probably among the most wealthy. I want to encourage you right now, pick up some extra rice. When you're heading down the aisle, I personally don't eat much rice because my system won't handle it, but I buy a couple bags every time I can get to a store, and I set it back for the day. Right now, I have employees right now who need rice. I have one employee, he has 14 family members in his home. He requires 10 bags of rice per week. He can only get 2 per day. And so he has to keep going back to the store. He's already suffering, and he's an employee. He is paid. However, the premium rice costs about 30 to 35% more than the rice he's expecting. So he's already being crunched, and we haven't even hit the problem yet. Now listen, that's Panama's problem. Whatever nation you're in, the problems are coming. Buy extra, and please, I'm giving you a call to action. Open your eyes, look around you. Someone is in need.
Proverbs 11:24 says, "One shares liberally and yet gains even more, while another hoards more than is right and still has need. A giving person will receive much in return, and someone who gives water will also receive the water he needs. I like this commentary that says generosity places God's gifts and blessings into circulation. The principle is simply stated: by giving, we receive. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's how God's economy works. As Jesus said, don't hold back. Give freely, and you'll have plenty poured back into your lap. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, brimming over, you'll receive in the same manner or in the same measure you give. Luke 6:38. And then it goes on and says, verse 26, curses fall upon those who hoard food, but blessings come to those who sell food. So when it comes to feeding and giving, these scriptures point out clearly what the heart of God is. I think we need to activate generosity by placing God's gifts and blessings into circulation. Think about that for just a moment.
Proverbs tells us that we can be generous and give, and when we give, we activate the economy of God in the earth. And that's exactly what activates miraculous promises and miraculous things to happen in your life, in your family, all around you, and in your community. We are calling upon everyone to become an activator of God's promises. Look around. Find someone that's in need, buy some extra, and get it to them. And watch what happens to them and to you. It is a divine principle and a divine law of God. Well, God bless you from the farm here in Panama, and we invite you to come to one of our seminars, learn the secrets of growing food. We look forward to seeing you, and God bless you. And don't forget that one of the greatest ways that you can give to the poor, partner with global food providers. You could give $5 a month, $10, $20 a month. It all really matters. It really counts. And that's what we do. That's who we are. And we are helping also to educate others to do exactly the same thing. In these times of Latin American food crisis that are upon us, we are training leaders around the world and through Latin America exactly to do what we have been doing and what God has blessed us with, and we are good ground. So $5, so a Starbucks drink into Global Food Providers at globalfoodproviders.com. You can get out there and just donate, make it monthly or however you'd like, and we highly appreciate that. But that makes you a partner in crime, a partner in giving to the poor, the needy, those who need us, and they need a helping hand from God Himself. We are His hands, and we are His feet. God bless you.